Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a project video. We're going to document the creation of my new video lights, my badly needed video lights. I'm starting off by showing what I made, and then we're going to go through the details to make the entire project. It started when I found a good deal on these 4 LED fluorescent replacement tubes. These are the ones with an aluminum body and built-in reflector, which is perfect for my use. First, the lamps have to be disassembled so the wires can be moved. You have to do this because a standard fluorescent fixture has one wire going to each end of the lamp, and we want both to come out of the middle of the lamp near where the new control box will go. The end caps need to be removed. The wire is cut to allow removal of the power supply. Be careful because one end cap wire is over 4 feet long while the other is quite short. Don't damage the power supply when you replace it to feed the wires back through to the new holes. Use a grommet for safety as the metal is sharp. The aluminum is very thin, you only need a small point to start the drill. I'm using this small red wire to fish the larger wires through. Careful when you start to pull the power supply as it's very delicate. Here's how the tube should look when all reassembled and ready to go. The end caps were designed in Fusion 360 and 3D printed. You're going to need 8 of them for this project. The end caps are mounted to a 1" by 1" aluminum angle using leftover computer case screws. This screw holds the cap and it was made to be captive to assist assembly. The inboard screws have to be long enough to protrude through the locking tabs. This process is repeated on both ends. Next comes the electrical box. I started with my design from the free battery cat toy and modified it slightly by adding a few extra holes and some reinforcement to make it strong enough to hold wires that may be pulled on. I really like how the cover fits on this box, and that's why I'm using it again. The mounting holes were transferred to the aluminum tubes and drilled. The box is then mounted to the aluminum extrusion with pop rivets. A new 12-foot extension cord is being used. The lighted switch and circuit breaker were salvaged from a broken power bar. Here the box is all closed up, the wires are secured and everything is tested. The next part to be designed is the main pivot mount. The gray pieces shown here are steel brackets that add strength for the 1/4-20 standard camera mount. The gold piece is the T-nut that allows quick adjustment of the pivot. The completed pivot bracket has been bolted to the aluminum strips that are pop riveted to the lamp extrusions. The final parts that need to be designed are an adapter mount and its locking knob. The adapter is needed to go from the standard camera tripod screw on the pivot mount to a Pro Audio speaker pole mount tripod that I just remembered I had in storage. The long vertical holes are for bolts that will strengthen the assembly, and the hole in the center is for a bolt that will tighten a wedge into the bottom and lock it into the pole. Here is that part printed and assembled. You can see the long bolts add strength to the assembly, which would prevent the lights breaking off and falling to the floor. Here you can see my homemade expanding insert. Here's a shot of those long bolts that give safety and security to the bracket. And here's the adapter bracket all mounted and ready to go. The knob turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Everything is now all assembled. I hope my videos turn out a lot better with this new lighting for all the work that I put into this. And don't forget, all the 3D printer files are linked to in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.